Okay, is camera rolling? Okay, currently I just finished filming a new series on the Joseph Does a Thing channel. But while you guys wait for that, can Joseph fix it? Well, today we'll be having another friend of mine, bring in their computer, or the parts of the computer, as they can't really bring me the computer because their parents don't really allow them the computer. Anyways, apparently it's his grandma's PC, so this video will be called The Grandma's PC from Hell. Hopefully he comes in a couple minutes, and let's see if I can fix it. So it just started raining when he came, so here's the parts on the ground. The GTA 60 Ti helped him to buy, and an i5 3470 computer. Let's see what's wrong. So this is also motherboard. And so to test parts, I use something called a test bench. Well, this is my test bench, which has a cheap power supply in it. It's actually 80+ gold, so not that cheap, but you get the point. That's pretty much for testing parts. And so what you want, so for these videos, what I mean is that you install the parts into it. So pretty much, it's just a couple minutes, basically maybe a couple minutes. Computer's all in. That should be everything. I set the test drives. That's something you also install too. As I said in my last, can Joseph fix it? You gotta install the test drives. You don't use customers' data. And also another excellent point is, especially when testing computers, usually test drives might have different driver versions and different software, which can cause kernel issues, and it can cause different see different issues that were driver based. But heck, I'm gonna install those. Also, I'm gonna find a power cable because I actually don't have any more power cables, unfortunately, to even power this computer. Anyways, let's go find one. Also, I'm not bothered in finding the right size power supply because the right size power supplies I do need for actually selling computers. So this is some cheap Chinese, but everything's made in China, so it should be fine. And this is really jank because this thing is not even secured. And just noticed I haven't installed the CPU, the 4-pin CPU. That one plug right there, done. Okay, what else? Also, after speaking to him, another helpful thing might be installing a speaker. I usually find these from other computers that I also. So pretty much. Also, it's another motherboard thing. There you go, speaker installed. I actually don't know how to install it the right way because I usually never install speakers, but hopefully that works. Hopefully we can test it. Okay, my bad. Don't leave your things janked in like that. Now, there you go, power on. Does it turn? It turns. One beep. And it works. It works. I don't know what he was doing wrong. I definitely don't know what he was doing wrong. Okay, so even in the last video where I gave back the PC to my friend Ryan, to show you what he did, instead he plugged in the DVI cable into his motherboard, which is wrong because your graphics card is what gives you video. So plugging it into your motherboard doesn't give you video. You need to plug it into your graphics card. That's one tip that you guys should look out for when building a computer. Okay, I'm spamming the Del key to try to get into BIOS, but it's completely frozen. Okay, this is another one. This is the exact same thing that was happening. It's frozen. See here, it's frozen. And just like the other video when I think the computer is fixed, it's broken. And what's that sound? I think that's just the CPU fan. Everything else seems fine. Well, let's unplug this computer again and let's see if it works. Let's just go. It's pretty much boot looping right now, but I can't see that because it's frozen. Pretty much not the same issue as last time, but okay, let's start disassembling. So the issue is most likely just a BIOS update. It works perfectly fine. Well, let's just verify before we continue a BIOS update to see if this computer is perfectly fine without the graphics card. So let's see. Computer works fine. See, booting into Windows. Should be booting into my installation of Windows. Yep, there you go. This doesn't have any graphics drivers installed, so it's really distorted. But that proves it. This is a software issue and just needs a simple BIOS update. Do you want to make a cameo in my next Can Joseph Fix It video? Yeah, you're in it. You're in the video right now already.
Yeah. Can Joseph fix it?
Can I?
Yeah, can you fix it? You think you can?
Yeah, I think I can. I already explained to the viewers what the issue is.
Oh, okay. So my PC's good.
That's all you have to say?
That's what I'm saying. If you want to, you can show them my pro PC. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we can make a video on that too. Coming soon.
Yeah. Maybe
I was hoping I could build it with you, but then you got Cyril, so then I'm like, yeah, whatever.
If you want to.
Yeah, sure, we'll record the whole thing. Well, that's a lovely cameo from our friend Hayden, and there'll possibly be a video on his new build with a 3060 Ti and an i5 10400F, I believe. Well, now, how do you update the BIOS? There are many ways. There's ones that work inside the system, which is there's like a installing app you can do, and also you can use on Gigabyte motherboards something called a QFlash, where you can put, I believe, you put it on a USB stick, the BIOS file, and then you can flash it in the BIOS to the motherboard. And you can't do this with the GPU installed, as it's frozen, as you saw before. But hopefully we can find. Hopefully it works. Another thing is trying to find your BIOS. Usually if you go onto Gigabyte's website and search up the motherboard, and its number, for example, this is, I believe it's Z77D3H. I think it's that. So you search up Gigabyte and you search up that motherboard, the motherboard number, and after that you go the website. So there's usually a support section, and the downloads will usually have the BIOS. So let's see if the BIOS update works. I'm not bothered just to format my BIOS, my USB I'm using for my BIOS. Hopefully, this works. If it doesn't, if it doesn't allow me to do it, then we can just format it again. There you go, Z77 BIOS. Plug this back in. Whoops. To our computer. That should be good. So just gonna turn back on again. Just spam the delete key. There you go. We are in the BIOS. Mouse installed. Works. Let's go to QFlash. Yes, we want to enter the utility. Yeah, this is the F6. I think we update BIOS from drive. From USB. Okay, there you go. Folder Z77 BIOS. F12. Reading the file. Yes. Okay, so when you update a BIOS, you do not want to do anything. You do not want to cut the power, and you do not want to do anything sudden. You don't want to be touching the computer. You don't want this BIOS to fail. If it does fail, you can run into more issues. But gladly, most Gigabyte motherboards from like this era are dual BIOS. They have a backup BIOS and a main BIOS. Because I haven't really screwed up a BIOS update, but I've definitely seen the BIOS update, the BIOS corrupt on one of them and reverts back to the other one, so that saves the motherboard. It's a great, excellent feature from Gigabyte to prevent you from accidentally messing up your BIOS update and breaking your motherboard. So, I've just done the BIOS update, and the next step is to reinstall this GPU. And if that works, I've only been working on this for the past maybe 15 minutes. This is going to be a very short video, probably the most shortest video on this channel. Pretty interesting. Anyways, let's start putting it back together. So, Kenny, hello? I can tell you right now, and to the viewers, that it is a BIOS issue. After a bit of diagnosis, I've just updated the BIOS and I'm right now about to reinstall the GPU.
Are you telling me that I have to come back tomorrow?
Yeah, so I pretty much fixed it in maybe about 10 minutes. I'm very confident it's fixed. I'm just going to install the GPU right now, and I'm very confident I fixed it. Because I looked at the diagnosis, and some guy from forum said it was, if your thing freezes on startup, it's a BIOS update. And I BIOS updated it, successful BIOS update, and now I'm going to reinstall the graphics card to see if it works. You've made the shortest, you've made the shortest video on my channel if this thing works. Okay. Well, tell me about. You're welcome, man. You're welcome. Bye bye. Pretty much. Okay. Moment of truth. Let's see if it works. Hope it works. Huh? I thought it died. I thought the thing died. Oh yeah. We've made the same mistake as what I was just warning you guys about. Look. Look what I've done. I plugged it into the motherboard. I thought I'll change it back. This is so funny. Okay. Cut this out. Fail. Damn it. Nope, I'm dumb. Oh no. Yep. I'll tell you guys when this thing actually works. So pretty much, yes, I did fix the issue with the graphics card. It's not frozen anymore, but I had to do more testing and after I reset this computer because, yeah, after updating the BIOS, I think something with the boot, something got messed up, but I'm not bothered to fix it. I'm just going to roll with it for now, so I'm just resetting the PC. Hopefully I can get Unity in Heaven installed on this again, and we can continue benchmarking, because hopefully, just to test reliability, it is a brand new card though, so I think I fixed it, but let's see if I have. Yep. Okay, but let's just do some Unity in Heaven benchmarks and see if this thing performs at its max performance. Yep, with a Unity in Heaven score of 1,860, that performs right about the same performance as my personal GTX 1050 Ti. So yep, this graphics card works, this computer should work perfectly fine when I give it back to my friend. Well, to answer the question, can Joseph fix it? Well, yes he can. Well, this is the second computer I've fixed this lockdown. It's another successful fix. Just a simple BIOS update. So, completing the benchmarks, and the GPU seems fine. It performs as well as my own GTX 1050 Ti. Currently, I've now just taken his motherboard out of my test bench and wrapped his GPU back up in the anti-static packaging it came in. So, If you have anything that you want Joseph to fix, you can contact me on my social media or email me. Links and email in the description. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.